8th of March 22, Tuesday. I'm using app Recorder Plus to record this. I'm talking about energy in the UK, and I want to talk about Dale Vince, who is a remarkable eco guy, green guy, the owner of Ecotricity, probably the best known of the green electricity suppliers. I'm presuming he doesn't. Maybe he does. I'm presuming this country doesn't supply gas to homes and businesses, but it might. He has talked about, I think it's hydrogen gas. He's going to get into that. But anyway, I just want to talk about my song on Nigel Farage's show last night on GB News. And if you're interested in how Britain's going to energise itself using green methods, being totally non-toxic methods, he is the guy to listen to. I think, well, there is a few, but I say him mainly because he has his own company and he's so convincing. I mean, Nigel Farage has launched some sort of, anti-green campaign at the moment, him and the leader of the Reform Party, Richard Tice, and I think they're making fools of themselves. I mean, I'm totally open-minded to us needing to be independent for energy, which might mean fracking, keeping nuclear going, maybe building some more nuclear. But I think Nigel and Richard Tice have lost the plot totally. They've made it a sort of emotional thing. It just doesn't make sense, really. I'm more in Boris's camp, where Boris says it's easy to be green. Just the will isn't there, I don't think, really. But also, Boris was just as bad, because in 2014 he said wind power didn't have enough power to take the skin off a milk pudding. So he's totally changed. But back to Dale Vince, look at him if you're wanting to, have someone to quote, if you're ever in debates about energy and you consider yourself green. He convinces me every time. I think he's saying that we don't even need to do with the dirty bridging methods like fracking and that, and even oil and gas. He says we could really get onto green. I'm doing him a disservice here because he says it in such a good way and sensible way. He's a remarkable character as well, because I think he was actually living the green lifestyle. He was a vanner. He lived in vans and stuff in the early 80s. No, in the late 80s, probably the early 80s as well, I don't know, but yeah, he was a new age traveller. He really lived the lifestyle of the eco warrior. And actually, I think he's interested in how to make energy out of nothing, really. Out of wind and the sun came of actually living in vans and stuff, where they have to get their own energy and stuff. He was looking at ways of that, and I think he actually made a wind turbine for Glastonbury or something early on, so they could use mobile phones. I don't know, don't quote me on that. I heard him say something like that. But also it says on Wikipedia that he bought his first wind farm in 1991. Now, he's become very rich, and he didn't reply. Nigel was asking about that, so have you made your money? And he was saying, I don't think that way. His quote was something like, he eats to live, he doesn't live to eat. Is that the right way around? But anyway, what he was meaning is that the other companies are in it for profit, whereas he isn't. But he is living from what I've seen, he's living a luxurious lifestyle. But he's made it in a good way. You can definitely say that. and I definitely respect everything he says. I would say he's my go-to reference point on the subject. Nigel's had him on a few times, so yeah, I think Dale Vince is really someone to look out for, the owner of Ecotricity. He owns Forest Green Rovers FC. He does a lot of green things with them to, I don't think they sell, I think they've banned meat from the pie shop in the ground. It's vegan only. Don't know about that, you need to check. Funny enough, when I look at the prices, Ecotricity has never come on my radar. I use Martin Lewis's Energy Club, but then I don't select green only, although I think I possibly have got a green only company, although they're giving me gas as well. I'll need to check whether Ecotricity sell gas. They probably do, because you really have to for homes at the moment. Yeah, I'm just checking their site. I think they do supply fossil fuel gas, because you have to at the moment. I mean, that's what British homes are using. But it says that soon they're going to start creating green gas mills, and it says its first one will be up and running soon, and the green gas is going to run on grass. It says usually, quote, green gas, quote, is often uses animal waste, whereas theirs is made ethically and sustainably from grass cuttings. So he's always ahead of the curve, Dale Vince, and he is actually doing it as well. The grass is broken down by anaerobic digestion in vats, producing biomethane. So he's going to use biomethane, and it says, can we power Britain with green gas? He says in 5 years. Well, I don't know actually yet. He says he thinks he can in the future or something, but it doesn't look like he's got it going yet. But yeah, well, he's definitely using green gas, because it's grass gas. But I don't know when they wrote that, so I don't know if their green gas mill is up yet or running. It says he wrote a paper in 2016 saying how they could do this. So I don't know if they've got it going yet. But I presume they supply houses with fossil fuel gas at the moment because they have to. They've no choice. But yeah, if you're interested in green stuff and how Britain can supply itself with green energy, that's where to look. I mean, if you look at green energy in Britain, in Scotland we've got 100% green electricity, but I think that's only 25% of our energy. I think the other 75% is gas and oil. I don't know if that includes vehicles and stuff. I don't know if that's just home energy, but home and business. But yeah, we've got 100% green energy up in Scotland. Green electricity. Gases and oil are the sticking points. I do see now in Glasgow, I've seen green electric buses. But to me, I wonder why it took so long. That's the way I'm looking at it. I don't know if the technology just wasn't there or if it's the will, really. But I'm starting to see electric buses now, which are a lot quieter as well. So it's as if we're on a panic because of a reaction. It's just a shame. Just a shame that it came to reacting to something negative rather than pushing ahead positive. But we have made 100% green electricity now. I don't know if it's all the time. One of our old nuclear reactors closed down 2 months ago on the west coast after all these years, but I've not really heard Nicola say anything whether we're in panic mode now for green energy or not, or we need to become self-sufficient first before before we move to green, total green. Yeah, but Dale Vince, that's someone to look on for all your quotes if you're in arguments with anti-green people about electricity. And also, as I've said before, this is a top-down approach where you're having to rely on the big companies. But you can also do bottom-up approach. Try and use small things to get your small devices onto green energy. Like I've got a Logitech keyboard for my PC, which is solar. It doesn't use a battery, it's solar run, and it's never let me down. It's always a 99% battery full. I hardly need light for it really. It works really well in low light. And I've been trying a few other things recently, just small solar panels. I mean portable ones, but I've not had much success with them yet, but I'm going to keep trying. Yeah, so there you go folks. If you're looking to quote, and if you're looking for someone who understands the energy market from a green perspective, look for Dale Vince, the founder and owner of Ecotricity.